Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
In time, you will learn to trust your feelings. Then you will be invincible.
The greatest teacher, failure is.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion.
May the Force be with us all.
In a galaxy ruled by fear and ambition, the Sith returned not as shadows, but as storms. A boy rejected by the Jedi rose to power. Worlds seceded, and the rule of two was shattered. This is the chronicle of a fractured galaxy and the rise of a new order. Archive submission by veteran archivists Alessandros Richport and Fishwick David 5408. The return of the Sith during the Battle of Naboo marked a turning point for the galaxy. Deep beneath the city of Theed, the Sith warrior Darth Maul defeated both the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi. Their deaths left the Jedi Order shaken, but the true consequences of that duel would not be felt for many years. The Jedi Council faced a difficult decision regarding a powerful child discovered on Tatooine. The boy known as Anakin Skywalker. Without Qui-Gon Jinn to defend the boy's training, the Council judged him too old. They dismissed him. Anakin Skywalker left the Jedi Temple, not as a Padawan, but as a boy rejected by the very order meant to protect the galaxy. Yet another figure had already sensed the boy's importance. Within the halls of the Senate on Coruscant, Chancellor Sheev Palpatine had quietly observed him. Ancient Sith knowledge spoke of a being destined to bring balance to the Force. The Chosen One. Where the Jedi saw danger, Palpatine saw potential. The Chancellor took the boy under his wing, guiding him through the world of galactic politics rather than Jedi discipline. Over time, Palpatine became the closest thing Anakin had to family. Though he had entered the political world, Anakin never forgot the world of his birth. Returning to Tatooine, he began dismantling the slave networks that had ruled the planet for generations. Using political leverage, financial pressure, and strategic alliances, Anakin forced the criminal syndicates and trade guilds that profited from slavery to abandon their hold over the world. The chains of Tatooine were broken. With slavery abolished, Anakin worked to stabilize the planet's fragile political structure and negotiated its admission into the Galactic Republic. Soon after, the world held its first senatorial election. Anakin Skywalker won by a landslide. The former slave became Tatooine's first senator. To the people of the Outer Rim, he was a symbol of hope. To Chancellor Palpatine, he was something far more powerful. Years later, Palpatine revealed the truth he had hidden since the beginning. He was the Sith Lord, Darth Sidious, and he believed Anakin Skywalker was destined to reshape the galaxy. Without the teachings of the Jedi to guide his conscience, Anakin accepted the truth without hesitation. Sidious crowned him Darth Vader, secretly taking him as an apprentice behind the back of Darth Maul. Under Sidious's direction, Vader began shaping the political future of the galaxy. Drawing on his influence among neglected Outer Rim systems, he argued that the Republic had failed them. Corruption in the Senate had allowed powerful core worlds to prosper, while frontier systems struggled. One by one, worlds began following Tatooine's example. They withdrew from the Republic. From these disillusioned systems, Vader organized a new political coalition, the Separatist movement. To the public, Anakin Skywalker was the champion of oppressed worlds seeking independence. But behind the scenes, Darth Vader was carrying out the will of Darth Sidious, engineering a galactic conflict that would destroy both the Jedi and the Republic. For years, Darth Maul believed himself to be the only apprentice of Sidious. Yet rumors began to circulate through the underworld networks he had cultivated during his years as an assassin. Strange meetings, secret visitors to the Chancellor's private chambers, even the deaths of Jedi investigators who had come too close to discovering Sidious's identity. When Maul confronted his master, Sidious dismissed the events as a failed assassination attempt by Separatist agents. But Maul trusted his instincts. Using criminal contacts across the galaxy, he obtained hidden security recordings from the Chancellor's office. The recording revealed the truth: Sidious crowning Anakin Skywalker as Darth Vader. The rule of two had been broken. Maul waited patiently. The moment for vengeance would come. The conflict between the Republic and Separatist systems finally erupted on Geonosis. The Jedi Council dispatched one of its most respected masters to confront the fallen senator leading the rebellion, Count Dooku. Within the towering foundries of Geonosis, the two faced one another. Dooku ignited his curved hilt lightsaber. Across from him, Vader ignited twin electrum-plated sabers. The duel began. Dooku's Makashi technique flowed with elegant precision, every strike calculated and controlled. But Vader fought like a storm. Each blow carried the crushing power of the dark side. Their blades clashed with explosive force until Vader finally broke through Dooku's defense. A flash of crimson severed the Jedi Master's arm. Moments later, Vader plunged his saber through Dooku's chest. The Count collapsed. Then another blade ignited. A spinning double saber staff cut through the air. Darth Maul had arrived. The two Sith collided in a devastating duel. Maul moved with blinding speed, flipping and striking in a storm of crimson energy. Vader met him with overwhelming strength, his twin blades hammering against the spinning staff. Their clash shattered stone and metal across the battlefield. Slowly, Vader forced Maul backward. With a final strike, he knocked the saber staff aside and raised his blades for the killing blow. But arrogance blinded him. Behind him, the dying Count Dooku summoned the last of his strength. With a final surge of the Force, he drove a fallen lightsaber forward. The blade erupted through Vader's back. The Dark Champion collapsed. Darth Vader died on Geonosis. The battlefield fell silent after the collapse of Anakin Skywalker. The one known as Darth Vader lay dead upon the stone floor. Nearby, the dying Jedi Master Count Dooku struggled to breathe, his strength fading rapidly as the wound through his chest drained the last of his life. A shadow approached him. Darth Maul. The Zabrak warrior stood over the fallen Jedi, his crimson saber staff humming softly before he extinguished it. For the first time in many years, Maul spoke not with rage, but with cold clarity. He revealed the truth, the deception of Darth Sidious, the manipulation of both Republic and Separatists, the plan to orchestrate a galactic war that would destroy the Jedi and deliver the galaxy into Sith control. Dooku listened as death crept closer. Maul then offered him a choice: die as a Jedi and become one with the Force, or embrace the dark side and live long enough to destroy the Sith Lord who had manipulated them all. Maul offered Dooku a choice: peace or vengeance. The former Jedi Master chose vengeance. Drawing upon the dark side, Maul stabilized Dooku long enough to transport him to powerful underworld allies who owed the Sith many favors. There, through advanced cybernetics and experimental life support systems, Dooku's life was preserved. A mechanical arm replaced the one severed in battle. Heavy breathing apparatus sustained lungs ruined by Vader's blade. Hidden behind armor and a sealed helmet, the galaxy believed Count Dooku had perished on Geonosis. Instead, a new Sith rose, Darth Tyranus. With Vader dead, the Separatist movement was thrown into chaos. But Darth Maul quickly stepped into the power vacuum. Already feared across the galaxy as a legendary Sith warrior, Maul manipulated the fractured leadership of the movement. With Tyranus at his side, he convinced the Separatist Council that together they could achieve what Vader had begun. They would destroy the corruption of the Republic and eliminate the Sith Lord who had manipulated them all. Their target was clear: Chancellor Palpatine himself. The confrontation came on Coruscant, in a brutal clash within the depths of the Chancellor's own stronghold. Darth Maul and Darth Tyranus confronted Darth Sidious. The duel that followed was unlike any battle seen in generations. Sidious wielded the Force with terrifying mastery, hurling waves of lightning and dark power that shook the chamber itself. But Maul's relentless ferocity and Tyrannus's refined technique combined into a deadly storm. Together, they brought the Sith Master down. Darth Sidious fell. For the first time in centuries, the Sith Order stood without its architect. With Sidious dead, Separatist fleets began their assault on the Republic capital. Warships descended upon Coruscant as the movement prepared to seize control of the galaxy. But the dark side could never tolerate shared power for long. As the Separatist flagship hovered above the planet, Darth Tyranus turned on his master. The temptation of ultimate power was too strong. Their duel erupted within the command chamber of the vessel, as the Jedi Order launched a desperate boarding assault to stop the invasion. Red blades collided in a storm of fury. Maul's savage aggression clashed against Tyrannus's precise mastery. As their battle raged, Maul realized a bitter truth. By joining forces with another Sith to destroy their master, rather than defeating him alone, he too had broken the ancient law of the Sith. The rule of two had been corrupted once again, and because of it, the Sith had grown weak. Jedi forces soon flooded the ship. Among them stood the Grand Master of the Order, Yoda. Despite their power, Maul and Tyranus were overwhelmed. After a brutal confrontation, both Sith Lords fell beneath the combined strength of the Jedi. The Sith were destroyed once more. Victory did not bring peace to the Jedi Order. Through the Force, Yoda felt the death of his former apprentice, Count Dooku, now revealed as Darth Tyranus. The realization weighed heavily upon him. Believing the Jedi had grown arrogant and blind to the dangers rising within the galaxy, Yoda stepped down as Grand Master. Leadership of the Order passed to Mace Windu. With the Sith destroyed and the Republic's leadership shattered by the death of Palpatine, chaos threatened to engulf the galaxy. To stabilize the government, Mace Windu temporarily assumed control of the Senate, while new leadership could be established. Using both Jedi diplomacy and the authority granted to him during the crisis, Windu negotiated the withdrawal of Separatist forces and brought an end to the conflict. Rather than punishing the breakaway systems, he sought reconciliation. Trade agreements were restored. Outer Rim worlds gained stronger representation in the Senate. Slavery was outlawed across vast regions of the galaxy. Even powerful criminal empires such as the Hutt clans were drawn into carefully negotiated economic accords that strengthened the Republic's growing prosperity. The result was an era of stability few believed possible. A golden age for the Republic. After guiding the Republic through its recovery, Mace Windu refused to cling to political power. When his temporary leadership ended, he stepped aside and allowed the people of the Republic to choose their future. The next chancellor would be chosen through open election between two respected senators, Bail Organa of Alderaan and Padme Amidala of Naboo. Thus began a new chapter in galactic history, a future shaped not by the rise of the Sith, but by the lessons learned from their fall. Though the Sith fell that day, their shadow lingers still. For power, once tasted, never truly fades, and the galaxy will always remember the price of ambition. If this holocron stirred something, if it made you question what the Force truly shows, subscribe. More Kybercrons are already open. Forgotten knowledge, buried truths, and echoes the Jedi tried to silence. You'll find them waiting in the playlist on your screen. And now, the archive turns to you. If there's a lost truth, a question, or a shadow in the lore you want uncovered next, leave it in the comments below. Every Kybercron begins as a fragment, and some of the strongest fragments come from those who listen closely. If your idea becomes the next episode, your name will be entered into the archive and spoken aloud. But when that Kybercron is opened, knowledge is meant to be shared until the next Kybercron is unsealed and another truth is brought into the light. This is Jalen Tross, Keeper of the Kybercrons, signing